Desperate. That's why you're not doing it. Desperate. So desperate to be paid, so desperate to be seen. Some of you, it's not even that you're desperate to be paid. Some of you are so desperate to be seen. Desperate. You so want to be associated to be in the particular rooms. Desperate. You so want to blow up. Desperate. You so want to be viral. Desperate. And that's one of the worst things you can be, guys. If you don't quench that desperation, God had to speak to me about how desperate I was. I didn't realize I was desperate. And I realized when I stopped being desperate, that's when I actually really started tapping into freedom.
Yes.
As I said, I could easily come in here, and I know I keep saying it. Okay, if it's so easy, teach us. I can teach you, guys. Message someone on LinkedIn, head of HR, tell them the name of your keynote, tell them you want to jump on a meeting with them, literally do the pitch, and then you can literally say this is your price, you can negotiate it, you walk away with a £5,000 speaking engagement. It's actually as easy as it is. Trust me, it is. Legacy is not easy though. And I said to Jackson, I was like, the type of speakers that the Lord, I believe, needs in this time, it's not even the Lord, not even the world needs in this time. We need the speakers that are not going to compromise. We need the speakers who are like Malala, that will say, shoot me in the head.
Come on now.
So that I can get education for these girls.
Do it.
That's the type of speakers we need in this hour. Shoot me in the head then. If I perish, I perish. If I die, I die. And I feel like a lot of the times when people are going into the speaking scene and they're kind of like, yeah, I want to get paid. Why do you really want to get paid though? Because you want a bill to get paid so that you could say you're a 6-figure speaker, 7-figure speaker. Why? Because I promise you, the time that me and Sterling actually realized how much money I'd made, I'd never seen so much money lost in my life. So God, because God was like, oh, you started to think you're getting paid now. Yes. Like everything just went like a vacuum. Good. Okay, God, maybe I shouldn't. And then I realized, actually, God, I was like, God, maybe I shouldn't be talking about how much I get paid. No, you can still talk about how much you're getting paid, but just be real with what comes with it. Just be honest about the fact that when you first started getting paid, you got distracted. When you first started getting visible, you got distracted. When you first started really getting in the scenes and being I just started getting distracted. That's why, for me, it's not... Guys, in terms of humility, I'll be honest, it's one of my prayers that God keep me humble, God keep me humble. I don't ask for that prayer because I care about what you lot think. I ask that prayer because I don't want God to humble me. The Bible says that when King Nebuchadnezzar felt the kingdom was his, he got banished from humanity. That's why for me, I said, God keep... literally, I had to choose humility. Some people come and say, hey, you're so humble. I'm like, I'm not even humble enough. I need to even just be more humble. Sometimes maybe I should even just sweep the streets. Genuinely. The reason why I'm sharing this is because of the fact that I feel like we're in a time where there's a lot of people who are not being honest with themselves about their motives, and people are not being honest about what they want, and people are not being open and honest about where they are. Like, it was actually Dr. J's session that made me realize I have been doing things for such a long time because I thought I wanted to help people, but I actually wanted to help myself. I'm not gonna be honest with you. I want to be honest with you. So when I'm talking about speaking, I'm not talking about just speaking, guys. I'm talking about the fact that I really, really, really want to be somebody by the grace of God that helps people not to get paid, not to just build a message. I want to help people be able to build a legacy. That by the grace of God, in 10 years' time, 20 years' time, they will talk about the fact that because Jordan came into my school, literally the GCSE levels went up and they never went back down again. Because Lolita came into my company or my organization, the infrastructure of women and women empowerment and women leadership changed completely, that these women went on to go change a nation. That's the level of, you only get that level of impact and you only get that level of legacy when you have focus, when you have community, when you have truth within yourself. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But one of the things I'm learning to do as I get older, I don't know, when I turned 28, I became an adult. I know it sounds a bit mad. I don't even think I'm even an adult yet. But when I turned 28, something shifted in me when I turned 28. I felt like a line had to be drawn. And I recognized there were so many mistakes I made in my early 20s. And I got to my latter 20s and I realized, I was like, damn, girl, you made some really dumb decisions. Don't beat yourself up about it. Guys, I ain't gonna beat myself up about it, the fact that I was going to LA and buying wine that I can't pronounce. I'll be honest with you. These public figures ain't telling you the truth. Your ego, when you become a brand name, how it makes you feel when someone can stop you. That's why I said, yeah, Congolese people, we have it. That's why Congolese people, the way they dance, you see auntie, tata, tati, tonton. Congolese, it's in our blood. I had to break that spirit of Congolese in me. God, I just said, God, this Congo thing that I just keep thinking break it off me. Some of you guys, you Nigerians, you need to break it. Break where you just want to be. I don't want to carry that. Break that spirit. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I just feel like I'm in a place in my life where I actually really be honest. I really want to be honest, guys. I think honestly, if there's anything, someone said to me, Hayley, what is it that you want people to remember you for? Real. That's all I want people to know me for. You can say, I don't like Hayley, but she's real. I like Hayley because she's real. I want people to dislike me because I'm real. I don't want people to dislike me because I'm real. I just want it to be, Hayley is real. Literally, I have my cousins that will call me. I have people in my family, my mum, my brother. I've got people in my family, they'll be like, no, Hayley, you're too real. I really want to contribute to people just be real. I've realized the type of speakers that I want to help are not the speakers who want to get paid. I want to work with the speakers who want to be real. Like you are ready to be honest with yourself and you're ready to not hide what God has put inside of you and you're ready to just be truthful with what has been given and you're not going to abuse it. I don't ever want to get to a point where I saw this thing, you know these AI movies that people are creating? I saw this AI movie was created and they said something like, say for example, imagine someone's name is John Hopkins and his profession was a lawyer, but he ended up being a DJ. Said, John Hopkins lawyer, come to the front please. John Hopkins lawyer, come to the front please. And John Hopkins was there, but he was a DJ. Then he went to the front and he said, hi, sorry, you called my name, but you said the wrong profession. He said, no. I said your name and I said the right profession, but you went and done the wrong profession. He said, how can I do the wrong profession? I made lots of money. I had a lot of recognition. I was one of the biggest DJs. Then the voice responded back saying, failure is succeeding in something I never called you to do. And I didn't realize there were certain areas of my life that I was actually drastically failing in. Because my vision, my focus was just on the wrong things on myself, man. Let's be honest, we're in this hyper visible, hyper generation. You're in this place where you feel like you want to one up, you want to show yourself. And I think this has been the year, as I said, God has had to break me. God has had to humble me. God has had to make me say sorry the most times. God has had to make me look at myself and just be like, Hayley, what are you doing? Because I didn't realize that, I just focused on the wrong things because I was desperate. I was desperate to be seen. I was desperate to make money. I was desperate. And now, guys, I'll be really honest. I'm really excited about what I'm about to build because I feel I'm really doing it right. And I pray if you're in this room, I know we never gave practical tips per se, but I feel like we gave practical tips. Because if there's anything that I want you to take away, build forward, but build right. Like, be aligned. Really be aligned. Not your will, yes. But really be doing his will. Really don't be doing abuse. Really be doing what you're meant to be doing, because there's a lot of people out there who are doing what they're not meant to be doing. And I promise you, they're going to get to the end of their life and they're going to be very, very, very depressed. Studies had shown when it was a terminal hospital, and there was an interview that went to about 50 different people, and every single one of them said the exact same thing. They asked the question, what is your biggest regret? And every single person said, I wish I didn't care too much what people thought. Because if I actually cared more about what I was meant to do, I would actually end my life happy. God forbid that we come to our deathbed and we realize and we look back and we're like, I didn't even do what I wanted to do. I did a part of it, but because my mum said this, or because my dad, or because I wanted some money, and because I wanted to be drinking wine that I can't pronounce. And honestly, God told me that I can't drink alcohol again in 2024. Beginning of 2024. God said to me, I picked up one wine. I'll never forget, a Wagamama. I was at a client conference, so I picked up that one. I was even looking at this. I've been looking and I said, God said, that's the last wine. That's the last drop of alcohol you ever drink. I was looking at, God literally said, that's the last drop of alcohol you will ever drink. Because I didn't realize I abused alcohol. Because I was going to Steph London's party drunk, bro. And I was doing ministry. Someone came to me, I'll never forget, I was drunk as hell. Someone said to me, oh my gosh, you're the girl that prays on TikTok. I love your prayer videos. I was thinking, I pray. And then I realized the way God rebuked me so much. Desperation. Quenched my discernment. Because if Angela wasn't desperate, she would have never done that. If Hayley wasn't desperate, I would have never been drunk at Steph London party. But because I so badly wanted to be in the room, I got invited. I started doing what they were doing. Then God said to me, Hayley, you can't help the people that you're still struggling with their bondage.